With you right here, I'm a rocket till it's fly.
What is going on, everybody? Time for video number 2 in one day. I'm gonna try to go for 4, but we'll see what I can do. Anyways, if you're not subscribed, be sure to hit that sub button because we're gonna be talking about NBA 2K21 Next Gen's Mycareer system. Now, with all of the news about the WNBA, they kind of made it obvious on what they're gonna do with the NBA. And if they don't do this and they go beyond, well, then, hey, we'll talk about that when that happens. But for right now, we know what the deal is. I was thinking, 2K21 current gen, they put in a lot of work with the cutscenes and all that stuff. What are they gonna do with next gen? Because I know Mycareer is like one of the major modes in 2K. There's no way it's gonna be My League with limitations. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be something new, something unique about Mycareer that we haven't had in a long time or ever before. And looking at what they did with the WNBA, it finally gives us some insight into what they're gonna do with the NBA. So I'll break it down for you guys in case you did not read this blog on this whole WNBA stuff. For starters, there's going to be, for the WNBA at the very least, but probably for the NBA too, off-day and off-season jobs. If you don't know, a lot of WNBA players actually have off-season jobs. They do other stuff when they're not in season, and 2K took that into account and they're actually adding it to the game. On top of that, there are also some off-day jobs, stuff that they do in between games. So 2K has both of those in the Mycareer for NBA 2K21 Next Gen. So we can assume that something like that is gonna be for the NBA too. Maybe not the off-season jobs because NBA players don't do that as much, but we'll most likely see some off-day stuff like we've had in NBA 2K17 and 2K16 and stuff like that. But let me go into more detail about the off-season, off-day jobs. For the WNBA, it's broken down into a couple categories. It's broken down into coach, entrepreneur, global icon, fashion icon, and influencer. So all of those are your off-season jobs. You can be any one of those things, which to me is crazy because, hey, it's a basketball game. I didn't know we're going that deep into it, that deep into the personal lives of these people. But hey, you know what? I'm all for it. 2K's really in their bag with this game. They're trying everything they can to give us a unique experience so it's not just a copy and paste, and I'm loving it. I'm feeling it. When it comes to the NBA, we've had off-day stuff. That's not new. We've had little cutscenes and stuff like that in between games. But what I'm curious to see is what they're going to do with off-season stuff, because even though NBA players don't necessarily have jobs in the off-season, they do go to pro-ams and they do play pickup games here and there and they do stuff like that. So because we're not going to have a deep cutscene heavy Mycareer experience, from the looks of it, from the sounds of it, we may have something like that for the off season. Regardless, the whole Mycareer storyline, the whole Mycareer experience is going to be revamped and just a whole new system. Having off-season, off-job stuff is already a step in the right direction. We see that they're doing it with the WNBA, and it's possible that they're going to do it with the NBA. The next thing that they're going to announce is actually NBA Mycareer stuff. So I'm assuming that they're actually going to talk about this then. But there's a lot of stuff that they went into detail about in the WNBA that we could see happen with the NBA. For example, player wealth. Now, player wealth is something that is brand new, something that is in the WNBA, but for sure coming to the NBA. There is no way they're adding this brand new feature for only one mode and it not even be the mode that we're used to. Now, player wealth, if you don't know what that means, it's actually exactly what it sounds like. How much money do you have and can you make more of it? Because one thing that is insane about NBA 2K21's Mycareer system in general is what they have when it comes to on and off the court stuff. What you put your focus to. You can put your focus to furthering the league itself by doing stuff that help raise the popularity of the league, and that's for the WNBA. You can also do stuff like making sure you got your money. They literally allow you to do things to make more money. Now you can also spend those days doing things with your teammates to raise your teammate grade, which I would assume would affect your team takeover. But that's neither here nor there. Regardless, there's not much information on Mycareer in general, The WNBA has a lot of information, but all I did is break down what we could see in both my careers, the NBA and the WNBA, and that is individual player wealth, off days and off seasons, and also the things you do with your team on your off days. But let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about this. I'm very curious to hear your thoughts. I want to know how you guys feel about the WNBA and the NBA Mycareer system. If you think that they're taking steps in the right direction, if you feel like there's some things that they need to do in order to make it so that you want to play it. But that's it for me. I'm done. I'll see you in my next one. Peace.